we have Elena Knysh, who's the VP of Sales at Engagement Token. Engagement tokens are the fuel for the sustainable transformation in online publishing. Publishers and top citizen participants earn the tokens by creating interesting content, and advertisers buy tokens to place their ads where the action is. Can you please give Lena a very warm welcome to the stage?
Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here at D10E in Tokyo. So what I'm going to talk about is online advertising and my company Engagement Token that's using Solid Opinion platform to transform this industry. So the current status of the industry is it's a little over 230 billion in 2017, and digital ad spend has actually surpassed TV spend for the first time last year. It is actually projected to reach over $330 billion worldwide by 2020, which is in just 2 years from now. Unfortunately, the distribution of money in the industry is extremely unfair. So what you see now is advertisers having to go through third parties such as ad networks and Google and Facebook diverting all the money from the actual content creators. So you look at publishers who are the content creators, and even though the market is growing, they're actually constantly losing money. At the same time, advertisers are getting a product that is of constantly declining quality. This is actually a study from Nielsen, and you can see how users have learned to completely ignore banners. So the red and yellow spots are where the user attention is, while the rectangular banners over there, this is where the ads are. So you can see that the money spent on this kind of advertising is actually a complete waste. So how do we transform it? How do we make it better for users, for publishers, and for advertisers? What needs to be done is publishers' sites actually have to be a lot more engaging for users to bring the social element back to those sites. They have to add gamification element, and they have to reward user engagement, hopefully using Engagement Token. So with all of that in mind, we built a platform called Solid Opinion. And this is actually a fully customizable platform that allows revenue, traffic, data, in-depth analysis, and at the same time eliminating trolls. This is the way the platform used. This is not just an idea. We're actually a fully built platform, and this is a screenshot from a live website, Los Angeles Times, which is one of the top newspapers in the United States. This way, users can interact with page content. They can also earn tokens for their interaction. Their interaction at the same time is an indicator for advertisers that this is where the engagement is happening, and this is where they have to place their ads. This is an example of an ad that is contextually relevant. You can see it very well here, but this is actually a sports ad on an article about San Diego's favorite football team. This is the bidding process. Advertisers can actually buy ads in line, which means they can go to a page and buy it straight there with just a few simple clicks. There's also an advertiser portal where they can go and place bulk buys for large volumes of advertising. And advertising is actually purchased on an auction-based model, which means that you're only paying a fair market price for the ads you're getting. Now, in just a month, we're going to transition to engagement tokens. Right now, we have about 100,000 transactions within our platform, and in a month, all of those transactions are going to involve engagement tokens, which means that engagement tokens are going to become a sustainable fuel for transformation of online publishing. That means that top citizen participants and publishers are going to earn those tokens, are going to be awarded with those tokens, while advertisers are going to buy those tokens to place advertising. Right now, our platform is installed across a number of publishers in the United States and in Europe. The publishers include large sites such as LA Times, Chicago Tribune, Next Big Future, and many others. Why do publishers love us so much? Well, the answer is very simple: because we deliver results. These are the actual results of the engagement growing in our publisher sites. As you can see here, it has almost doubled. And the adoption of our ad formats is constantly growing as well. Since our last visit to D10E in Seoul, we actually achieved something great. So Besides just having one of top 4 US media companies in our portfolio, we actually managed to sign a second one, another A-lister, just last week. Hearst Media is now our partner as well. Now, some of you might not know their corporate name, but I'm sure all of you have at least once in your life read or seen their magazines such as Cosmopolitan, Elle, ESPN, and many others. We're in the process of integrating with them. We started with their top news media sites, such as, for example, SF Gate, which is number 5 biggest news website in the United States. Once the integration is finished, the EGT universe is going to double in size, and we're actually going to have a reach of up to 500 billion impressions every single month. We're also very ambitious in terms of our international development. This is one of the reasons why we're here in Japan now. So Japan is in the top 6 countries in terms of internet users this year, and it is also expected to have over $11 billion in ad spend in 2018. It is also set to surpass TV spend in 2020. And Japanese companies are actually very eager to learn from US companies and take that experience and implement it here, and that's why we're here for. This is actually my second trip to Japan this month alone. We're working very closely with local publishers, local advertising agencies, and local brands. We're working on expanding, we're working on implementing our solution here in Japan and to expanding our team here. With our current publisher list, we have over 4.6 million users in our network. We have over 18 million engagements every month, and as I've mentioned before, we have up to 100,000 transactions every month, which will soon involve engagement tokens. We provide a number of benefits for all the participants of this ecosystem, which include publishers, advertisers, and internet users. Now, we didn't just stop there. We didn't just want to know what's happening within our platform. We actually wanted to understand user engagement across the entire internet. So we built something that can be called a Google for online engagement and comments. We scan over 100 million comments every single month from up to 15 million users, and we analyze those comments. Using that data, we built a ranking system which allows to see where the user engagement and where the action is happening. That is actually available online. And we also, using AI-based sentiment analysis, managed to analyze all of that data. So besides just knowing where users are talking, we even know what is it that they're talking about and what is it that they're saying. Now, with all of that data, you can actually reach the users, and you can target them as social influencers. And being PR and marketing professionals, you can use those users to change the mindset and opinions of people on the web. Now, this way, our Commons Radar technology becomes a way for PR and marketing professionals to recruit social influencers with engagement tokens. Let me talk a little bit about the team behind the project. So we have 6 core team members who all have high-level technical, marketing, sales, and managerial background. All of those are high-level top managers. We also have an amazing team of over 50 people located all over the world. We're very decentralized. Those people are developers, client managers, QA engineers, and so on and so forth. We have an advisor called Galaxy Digital from New York City, and some of their team members are in our advisory board. Now, we are in our public sale right now. We are minting 1 billion tokens, and 400 million of those tokens are going to get sold. Right now, we've sold a little over half of those tokens. And to summarize, we have a fully working, fully established platform. We have 4.6 million users and 18+ million engagements every month, with 100,000 transactions every month as well. We have top-tier clients, which include LA Times, SF Gate, and many other large sites. We have been backed by venture funding for almost $8 million over the past 5 years of our company's life, and we have an amazing team in place as well. Thank you very much for your attention.